Hey, welcome everyone to our Yin Yoga class. My name is Tammy and I'll be guiding you through the next hour. Our focus for our class is Celebrate Spring. So thinking of renewal, rejuvenation, and restoring. Feeling alive. We can go out in nature and start to feel alive with nature and doing things for ourselves so that we can come back to ourselves and feel alive. So of course, yoga is one of the best things for us to do to help us to come back to ourselves so that we can feel life, feel alive within ourselves. Beginning our class in child's pose. So turning towards the front of your mat, come into all fours here first, uncurl the toes, sit back into your heels, fold forward, let the forehead come down towards the ground. Now, if this pose is not the most comfortable for your knees, you may roll over to the side of the body, tuck your knees in, or roll over to your back and take your knees in towards the chest. Curling into ourself, we can think of a seed, nice and small, in a little core shape here. Letting yourself tuck in and hold. Here for 30 more seconds. Slowly making your way out of child's pose. Come to all fours. Take the toes back towards the ground into toe stretch. Sitting on your heels. Take your hands just onto the top of your thighs and then take the heels of your hands in towards your hip crease. Toe stretch, feeling your toes down to the ground. Close your eyes. You may draw your chin down towards the chest, just a little tip of the chin. Your shoulders come down towards the ground. Again, this pose might not be the most comfortable for your knees, so lie on the side of your body. Maybe you're lying on your back before, you can lie on the side of your body and then tuck the knees in towards the chest. See if you can hear your breath now. Exhale breath being longer than the inhale breath. 30 more seconds. Coming out of toe stretch, sitting over to the side. Take the legs forward. Move the fleshy part from your bottom, a little shift through our hips into caterpillar. You may do a little shake out through the legs here first. Having a blanket or a towel underneath the knees too for support. That's always nice to do. It'll take pressure off of the hamstrings if they're really tight when you do the fold forward. So just having those props ready if you need. Okay, folding forward in caterpillar. We fold, let the head hang. You may sit upright too. And like before, you can have the chin just tipping down into the chest a little bit if you are sitting upright. With the fold forward, just let yourself hang. With the exhale breath, you may find that your body starts to release a little bit more, letting go, so that you can fold a little bit deeper into the ground. Letting your lower back release. Breathing into all those tight areas. Exhale breath, letting yourself release, letting go. Breathing into the back. Breathing into the sides of the body. We hold for 15 more seconds. Slowly for the last 15 seconds here, or for 15 seconds, we make our way out. Caterpillar. Coming up. Take your hands back, so just behind yourself, bend through the knees. Take the feet wider than your hips. Windshield wiper, knees side to side. Okay, take the left leg in front, right leg comes back into deer pose. Flex both of the feet, so draw the toes towards your shins. Pelvic tilt. So with that right hip, pelvic tilt, your hands may come in front. You may add a twist, lifting up and twisting your body to the left side. You may hold here. The last part, you could pull forward, just onto the side here. So You can add the pelvic tilt here, add the twist, and the fold forward. Find what's going to work for you, and then stillness. Close your eyes. Breathing in new air, feeling open, feeling alive. Exhale, letting go, letting yourself soften. Breathing out all that stale air. If you need to shift, please do so, and then come back into stillness. Thirty more seconds. The last 15 seconds, coming out of deer pose. And our right leg comes in front, left leg comes behind. Setting ourselves up again. Flex both of your feet, point your toes towards the shins. You can just release them. Pelvic tilt, so pushing the left hip forward. You may hold here. You may add a twist. Also add that fold over to the side. And the head hangs. Again, breathing in air, feeling yourself alive, feeling yourself open. Exhaling stale air, letting go. Thinking of all the smells, the fresh smells of spring. Taking it all in. Let your exhale breath help you to release and let go a little bit more. 30 more seconds. Okay, and slowly making your way out of deer, untwisting. Both legs coming forward. Take your hands behind, windshield wiper, knees side to side, so feet wider than the hips, and then windshield wiper. And legs forward, and do a little shake out through the legs. Into butterfly. A butterfly, placing both of the feet together. Place your hands onto the feet and then just give yourself a little shake out here through the legs. Flap your legs. And then we need support. Okay, so getting your support. So I'm going to have my cushions here. One cushion underneath each of my knees. You could use a block too, towel, blanket, whatever's going to work for you. So you have that support. I'll shift through your hips here. Bottom of your feet, place them together. Add the fold forward too. So inhale, lift up. Now that's your choice. If you do add the fold forward, you may remain upright. If you do add the fold forward, let yourself hang here. Let yourself go. Your arms may come in front. If you are upright, of course, letting yourself go here too. You may tip the chin gently in towards the chest. For the movements, the poses that we've done so far, compressions and twists, really great for bringing out the toxins in our body, getting our organs moving, new blood flow coming through our body, waking everything up. Thirty more seconds. And making our way out of butterfly, nice and slowly, making your way up. Our next pose, shoelace. Okay, shoelace. I'm going to remove my pillows here so you can see my knees. Shoelace, having your right leg up over top of the left leg, lining your knees up. That is the goal. You may hold onto your ankles and fold forward, or you can place your hands together and then place them at your third eye. So just at your forehead, you may relax the shoulders. Now, holding this pose with your hands up higher, you want to make sure your shoulders are relaxed, or just place your hands down at your ankles. Another alternative version would be crossing your right leg over your left leg and it's straight. You can have your pillow underneath of the right knee for the support. So finding which way you would like to do shoelace, and finding stillness. And also add a forward fold. We're stretching into the outside of our hips. We are about halfway through the class. This is the time that you start to feel yourself letting go. Enjoying this time for yourself, enjoying this feeling. Thirty more seconds. Okay, coming out of shoelace. You take your hands back. And crossing the legs. You do the windshield wiper up the knees, side to side. And then make your way into the other side for shoelace. So this time the left leg will come up and over top of the right leg. You're finding which version of shoelace you would like to do yourself. It may be with your knees stacked on top of each other. You can have the right leg straight and you're crossing your left leg over top with your pillow under your knee for support. You may add the fold forward. And then stillness. 30 more seconds. Slowly coming out of deer. Nice and gentle. Crossing your legs. Windshield wiper, knee side to side. And legs come into a V for dragonfly. I'll just move my pillow. I'm actually going to keep this pillow here. You may place a pillow between the inside of your, into the inner thighs here. Usually I like to use my bolster, but a pillow will work too. With a nice inhale breath, we lift up. Exhale breath, fold forward. You may turn your cheek and let it rest onto your pillow. You may also be upright and do the fold forward and let yourself just hang. You may have supports underneath of the knees too. So a nice rolled up, not too much though, but rolling up a blanket or a towel, placing it underneath your knees for support. You may stack pillows so that they're higher up too, so you don't have to have such a deep fold. You're about halfway through the pose. So if you are letting your cheek rest, you can turn your head and then let the other cheek rest on your pillow. You can also let your forehead rest too on your hands, or the palms of your hands too. Let yourself feel letting go, that stillness here. 15 more seconds. And now for 15 seconds, we slowly make our way out of dragonfly. It's a big stretch into our inner thighs, so nice and slowly coming out. Remove any of your props, setting them to the side. Okay, help bend one leg and then bend the other leg. So nice bend in our knees, roll over to the side of the body, and we make our way over to the ground, rolling over to your back, tucking your knees in towards the chest for cradle. Nice little compression here. You're always so busy throughout the day, moving from here to there. Mind is usually really racing. So feeling what it's like to be still. Your body absorb the stillness. Letting your thoughts pass one by one. Your body sinks a little deeper. Ever so gently, taking the left foot down to the ground, and crossing the right ankle over top of the left knee. Threading the needle, figure 4, wrapping your hands around the left knee. I should say underneath the knee into the knee pit. You may also wrap your hands around the top of your knee. So just at the shin here, and then let the left foot hang down towards the ground. So finding which way you like. to do figure 4 here, threading the needle. Opening out to the right side of her hip. You may notice that it is easier to breathe at this point in our class from the twists, from the compressions, from the opening up through our rib cage. A nice inhale breath. Thirty more seconds. And slowly releasing, take the left foot down to the ground, take the right foot and cross the right foot and take it down to the ground. Hold here first, and then cross the left foot and go over the right knee. You may wrap your hands around the leg into the knee pit here, or take your hands on top of the knee, just at your shin here. Okay, into the left side of our hip, we open up. Inhale, opening up into all those tight areas. Exhale, breath, letting go. And finding that stillness. Knowing that it is okay to be still. To have a quiet mind. 30 more seconds. And slowly now releasing. Take that right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground, and hold. And then bring your knees in towards the chest for cradle one more time. Hold. And then release. For supported bridge, if you have a block, you may place it underneath your pelvis. You can also stack a couple pillows on top of each other. You may have to roll over to the side like me and get your prop. So I'll just get my cork block here. Placing it underneath of your pelvis. So it is at just at your sacrum that you're going to be placing your block. Please don't look around when you do supported bridge or bridge. So if you do need to see what I'm doing at first, you may look. I'm going to be placing it not the smallest height or the highest height here, just at the middle height here, placing my block underneath just at my sacrum here. Looking up towards the sky, placing my palms down towards the ground. You may also have a block between your knees, a foam block, and that'll take pressure off of the knees. Or a pillow too. Now, if you need to adjust your block, please do so, and then come back into stillness. Adjust your pillow. With every exhale breath, feel your pelvis start to release a little bit more. 30 more seconds. And slowly coming out of supported bridge. Surrounding your props, without turning your head. And then we place our props onto the side here. Taking both knees in towards the chest, just a little squeeze. Legs up the wall. Hold here, and then we point and flex our feet. Taking both knees back in towards the chest. Take the right foot down and then left foot down towards the ground. Arms come in line with your shoulders. Now a nice big hug for ourselves. Crossing your right arm over top of the left arm and give yourself a nice big hug. And we open up again. And this time the left arm comes up and over top the left. The left arm comes over top the right arm. Give yourself a hug. And release. Okay, our last pose, Shavasana. Shavasana may be with the knees bent, legs straight. You may have that blanket or towel underneath the knees for support. You may be on the side of the body, or you can be in a nice incline. I'm going to make an incline for myself. You want to do the same. It's always good to have a blanket over top of your body when you do come into Shavasana. So you won't be cold. I have my nice warm shirt on here. And in Shavasana, find stillness. Again, letting your body absorb the stillness. Let it rest. We feel re-energized in the spring. We also feel restored. Stillness is going to help us to feel restored. Slowly starting to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and coming back. Noticing any sounds around you. Surface you're lying on. If you are lying on your back, you may bend through the knees. Notice your breath. Feeling a warmth all around you. You may roll over to the right side to fetal, and then gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Placing your hands to your heart center. Thank you everyone for joining me and sharing your practice with me. Namaste.